Well, fuck you, Craig, and welcome back to the 120th rendition of Cooped Up Conversations with Aaron, Joey, Prokop, and me, Cooper. Joining us today, a very special guest continuing our Woman Appreciation Month. All the wonderful women listeners. Maryanne did text and say, hey, I actually do listen to the podcast. Fuck you. And you were the one person who said that, Maryanne. And look at what happened. You came on next week.
Wow, insane.
Dude, absolute legend, Maryanne. And joining us today, filling in for Joey. Competing battles for taking over for Aaron when he goes to his next Ireland vacation is Kelsey again. Thanks for coming back, Kelsey. I'm glad you didn't have any lesson plans or anything to get ready for your students.
Truly had no choice when you said it's either I come on or I'm never allowed back on the podcast. So I have to take every moment I can in the spotlight.
That's what you said.
I feel like it wasn't that. I feel like it wasn't that direct, and I feel like you're making it out like I made an ultimatum, and I didn't. I left you with an option.
You said, Kelsey, can you fill in for Joe with Maryanne tonight? If you say no, you will not be asked again.
Okay, so like again, you made it sound like it was so ultimatum, and it sounds like to me that was an option that you had to make for your career, and it's a yes or no. And you made the correct choice, which is great.
Cooper,
it didn't sound like us.
Women's Month.
Yeah, seriously, our month, me and Maryanne's month. Wow,
gaslighting on Women's Month, Cooper. How do you feel?
See, I don't think I'm gaslighting. I think what I was doing was, in fact, making sure that you didn't turn down such a great opportunity during Women's Month, so that way, if you wouldn't feel like it's because of anything besides that, if Pavo replaced you. So it's like kind of like, I don't know. I feel like I was just trying to make sure you take advantage of the opportunities you're given.
Are you sure that you're just not telling me that I have one option only, and because I'm a woman and you don't really want me on the podcast? Because that's what it feels like.
I don't feel like I feel like it's amazing how you continue to act like I don't prop up women when you bet on the podcast now 2 weeks in a row.
And three times, I know.
Three times. First off, you're in a very rare club of three-peaters, of trifectas. It's our friend Capucci, and then Spencer, who hasn't been on in a while, and then
Pavo,
but Pavo's like a impromptu fill-in guy at this point. So it's like
Chef Ran, maybe.
I think Ryan
he
might have been on.
He has
mostly men.
Quick chat.
Seems,
yeah.
Well,
does she get like a prize for this or something?
Yeah.
Well,
I
yeah.
think you should give her something.
You'll get a pen. You'll get like a pin that says "I three-peated" or something like that on Cooped Up.
Sounds awful.
That actually does sound.
We're making pins. What?
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say something really gross.
Well, that's what we're here for. So let's hear it.
Oh my god, Maryanne! Let's talk about Maryanne now.
Maryanne, dude. I want to hear what is your story, dude? During Women's Month, can you give like your quick little bio? Give a quick little story. What do you want the listeners to know most about you before this episode?
I literally don't have anything. I was born on August 17th, 1997.
Dude, don't dox yourself right now. Don't dox yourself right now, dude.
Your social security number?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's really it. Born a woman, happy to be a woman on Women's Month.
Ooh.
Do you guys have any plans for Women's Month? Like, what's the most womanly thing you're going to do this month?
Okay.
I don't know. Probably like...
Are you attending any speeches or anything like that? Any rallies?
Any women's rallies?
Yeah, there must be women's rallies this month.
I don't know if there are, Cooper.
You're telling me there's no women's rallies during women's?
Well, like, what are we going to rally about? Just like being a woman?
I don't know. You guys have issues, right?
You guys want to hear a woman-related thing I went to today?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Rhode Island state judiciary was hearing on an abortion rights bill, And then there was another copycat
For
bill.
for more abortions?
No, just to like so.
We need more abortions.
So
Get those numbers.
Yeah.
Medicaid and state healthcare or state workers don't have access to abortions under their healthcare, under Medicaid and under the state healthcare. So that was a bill that was just going to give state workers and Medicaid people access to abortions. And then there are also two.
Isn't Medicaid for like 65 plus?
No, that's Medicare.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
Medicaid is for abortions. Medicaid is for below. I forget what the level is. It could be poverty level. It could be at poverty level. And then there was another bill where it was like, we're going to rename anything that's expelled from a woman as a infant and make it essentially
even poop.
No, it's any live thing that comes out. Do you want me to read the bill? It was like really weird how it defined it. I actually still have it up because I read it, and I read legalese all day long, but they basically just tried to redefine like a fetus as. So if you had an abortion, like an early normal abortion, because it was expelled and because it could be have an umbilical cord pulsation, they like said like breathing, a heartbeat, umbilical cord pulsation, definitive movement, or of voluntary muscles. I guess that's a different one. But they basically just put a bunch of like scare tactics for providers. So it was like if you do this, you go to jail for 10 years or pay $25,000. So I was like, whoa, that's messed up.
$25,000. That's it.
Okay.
That's a write-off.
That's a write.
I'm like, I'd be going to jail. That's insane.
So yeah, so I went to that today, and I sat in, and it was all, I was like, oh no, this is gonna be terrible. And then everyone in Rhode Island was like, this is terrible. I was like, oh thank God. And then 3 Irish Catholic people came up and were like, we can't have babies dying. And then another one was like, we can't have babies dying. And then another guy was like, imagine if they were killing kittens. It was like, come on, dude, that's not the argument to make. And yeah.
What about kitten fetuses?
I mean, they do that. Like the state does that because they don't want more cats on the street already. But yeah.
So the state will cover cat abortions, but not human?
No.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. And it's crazy. Ladies, do you have anything to say for Pro-Cop being...
I went because Megan couldn't go. Megan was really pissed off. So I was like, I have to at least... I could take a half day, so I took it.
So again, Pro-Cop is more of an activist for the female rights. And you guys shit on our podcast.
They don't live in Rhode Island.
Right. Who's in... Yeah. No, right. We don't live in Rhode Island. That's a good point.
Yeah, Massachusetts. I was like, wow.
Okay, Pro-Cop's a true feminist supporting us.
He is.
Fuck yeah. Thank you, guys.
Again, we've been saying we're a podcast of feminists. I think it's been stated before. And it was, in fact, mocked by guest Kelsey, who did not go to the abortion rights.
Yes, I'm so sorry.
Today.
I posted on my story, guys. Come on. If you were really like a feminist, you'd be. If you were really a feminist, you'd be following my Instagram story.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my bullshit. Good deed for the day. Just wanted to share that.
Yeah, your good deed to the day, helping out women. I
didn't do jack shit. I didn't do jack shit. I didn't do jack shit.
The Lord's work.
So Cooper, more importantly, what are you doing for Women's Month then?
I'm supporting. I'm being a faithful support to my academic girlfriend. That's what I'm being.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing for Women's Month. And I'm out here. I just allowed Pro-Cop 5 minutes on a podcast to talk about women's rights. So I mean, like, I feel like I'm doing a lot for the community.
I feel like it's God's work. Yep.
I mean, I do feel like it's God's work. I put an apron on now, and I do dishes and laundry and stuff. And
wow. So
Yep.
instead of Brooklyn going to the kitchen, Cooper does? Whoa.
Yep.
Crazy.
And that's what I do just for Women's Month. It's what I do.
1 month out of the year. 1 month out of the year. After that,
1 month
back in the
out of the
kitchen.
year. No, yeah.
After that, screw you. That's so funny.
No, I'm kidding. It's a year-round job. But
he's really toiling in the fields over there, like in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Really just.
I think
cranking out
toiling in
those
the fields is something that you might not want to say.
Oh shit, you're right. Sorry, I didn't mean like that.
Well, that's how it came across, and you're an educator, so.
That was
Okay.
last month, right?
Oh.
My God.
See, guys, I can come out as a feminist, but I can also make jokes.
That might no. Yeah. Yep.
Note to editor.
Note to that.
Aaron, you doing anything for Women's Month, dude?
Well, luckily for me, I didn't claim to care, so unlike you,
That's
Cooper,
good.
where you have to
You
lie.
know what? That's one way to go about it. I respect.
You know
that.
what? Be honest. Be honest.
Yeah.
Be
Aaron's
On the
actually-
podcast too.
Aaron's actually going to the men's march that's happening in Boston tomorrow.
Is there a men's march tomorrow?
Cooper would know
Yeah,
about it.
no,
It's their
yeah,
world.
probably.
Yeah, why do you know? Coop?
Cooper's on the subscription list.
Yeah, no, I was actually on the list, but
Cooper's heading
By
to
the way-
FBI headquarters because he heard to pick up his new wristwatch because he was heard they were on his watch list.
Yeah. Dude, do I know what's crazy? I was
Yeah.
on my LinkedIn today. I like to stalk people I work with on my LinkedIn. And I
people
got
can
this
see that, right?
no.
Yeah,
Nope,
they can see.
not if you don't click on their profile.
Oh, okay, you were just doing basic snooping.
Exactly. So I got this job search come up and it was for an FBI federal agent. And I'm I feel like that's not the best place to market I don't know a job at the FBI.
It's on LinkedIn.
It was on LinkedIn and it came up as a search. I wasn't even looking for it.
Well, they're very desperate for agents, I heard.
Apparently.
Yeah, Havana syndrome made them all leave, and then they were all told it was fake. So they're all sad now.
What?
What is Havana syndrome?
Oh, okay. I won't go too deep, but basically, a bunch of FBI agents got headaches, and they were like, "It's microwave waves from the Russians," and then it turned out it was crickets in Cuba, and they blamed it on the Russians for 5 years, and they were like, they just came out saying it was a total hoax, and a bunch of FBI people made it up.
Crickets in Cuba.
Yeah, so they were on mission. They were at Guantanamo, or they on diplomatic missions on Cuba, and they called it Havana syndrome because a lot of people there were getting these headaches, but it's just native crickets to Cuba. When you listen back to this sound, this screeching sound kept me up at night and gave me headaches, and I think it's a microwave ray. Yeah, I can't even say it. Microwave ray from the Russians.
Yep.
Say that 10 times fast. But yeah, that
Microwave ray
proven
from
fake.
the Russians. Microwave ray from the Russians. I feel like I'm doing it pretty good.
Pretty sure that's all you have to do to get into the FBI.
Yep.
Say that 10 times fast.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I saw on TikTok today? Maryanne, by the way, are you a TikTok guy or no?
Unfortunately, I am. I
Okay,
keep
good.
deleting it. I keep being this isn't good for me, and then I'll delete it for a day, and then I get bored the next day and I re-download it.
Yeah. I'm thinking about deleting it, but then I don't want to embarrass myself and be like, I can't, and then uninstall it because I know I'm going to do the same thing.
I do it literally constantly.
But I saw this elephant today that has started setting up ambushes on the road in Thailand and then stops cars that have sticks and shit on it, and he steals all the sticks and then fucking goes back into the woods, dude. He's setting up little Viet Cong ambushes for the fucking bamboo.
Okay, I don't see anything like that on my feed.
What do you get on your TikTok?
I'm pretty
then?
sure today. Well, so I was in a stage of deleting TikTok. I downloaded it probably 2 hours ago, but I was on Instagram Reels, and it was this guy, and he was at the barber shop, and his hair kind of made a bowl on his head, And so then they like cracked eggs in it, I think. And then they like tinfoiled it so that the eggs cooked, and then the guy ate the eggs out of his hair.
Oh God!
What the fuck?
What the
No.
fuck? Both of you have what?
Was there?
What was terrible about mine? Mine's fucking cool, dude. That's something different, dude. I'm not trying to pass judgment, but like to put my fucking cute elephant that knows how to set ambushes for bamboo and someone cooking hair eggs is on the same plane of weird for you pages.
I think they're both pretty cool in different ways.
100%. I would love to. Where was this barbershop?
Well, I don't know. I didn't like research it. I just saw and then scrolled.
Oh, I see.
I was like, that's cool.
She's like, I want to do something like that. Yeah.
My next haircut.
Let me save that one. Let me save that one.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Speaking of haircuts, it's kind of the same thing. You know what? I did not know how intensive getting your nails done actually was at a salon until the other day. I sat in the salon mobile and got her nails done. It's quite the process.
Honestly,
yeah, you just set out like a couple hours of your life.
It was an hour and a half easy.
The place I go is good, but they'll like roast you. So they told me I got a pedicure once. They told me I had too much skin on my feet, which like I don't even know what that means. And then I got my nails done. It's the same guy, and he like.
Oh, is it the place that you told me to go to where you got the fire nails, the black fire nails?
No, this is a different place, but it's like in Watertown Center.
Okay.
I forget what it's called. Something like amazing or attractive nails. Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah, but the guy was like laughing because my fingers were crooked, and I'm like, yeah, I slammed it in a door when I was a child. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you.
That's kind of fucked. He kind of roasts your fucking. Why does he roast you?
I don't know. I mean, honestly, it's funny because he just like giggles after, so you can't be mad at him. But it's definitely an experience every time.
Nothing like paying fucking $60 to get made fun of by some guy.
Right.
But I didn't, dude, there was so much involved. They put like so many layers on, and there was like weird chemicals and shit, and then they put tinfoil on the fingers, and I'm like, what is all this about?
You ever like just wanted to get your toes done, Coop?
No. I don't like people touching my feet.
Honestly, I kind of don't either. Like, I'm super ticklish, but if you just get like a clear coat, they'll like manicure it real nice. They'll give
But
you
I don't
a
want people fucking up my. I don't want people fucking up my. Like I just like
Cooper,
they're scraping the nail beds and shit. Oh, I just like it geeks me out.
All they'll do is like file it down and then give you a clear coat, but it always looks better. I can't imagine it would like look worse when you leave.
Wow, thanks. But
you're welcome.
Your talons that you already probably have.
I don't have talons. I keep care of myself.
Cooper
but I
has
also
acrylic toenails.
I do have acrylic, but yeah, I don't know. I just also don't feel like I'm like showing off my Piggly Wigglies ever, dude. I always have socks on for the most part.
Well, when are you gonna start your podcast OnlyFans?
Oh.
We've been working around with it. We're trying to figure out what level we want to go at. You know,
workshopping.
Yeah, like we don't know if we want to go like full frontal yet, or if it's just gonna be like feet and hand picks, or like what's gonna be the deal? Maybe some sneaky nip.
Hand picks. I feel like could get you a lot. Do good hands, Coop?
Underrated.
I mean, they're not like the most gorgeous hands, but I feel like someone would appreciate them. You know what I mean? But
no, I know what you mean, bud.
Yeah, we're also trying to think of a fair price point and stuff like that. There's like a lot of because we don't want to hit the market with too high of a value, and then scare off some people because we gotta we gotta realize where we're at because we're definitely not 25.
It's a perfect medium.
We're definitely not like $25.99 a month quality guys. Like it's just like we all know what we're playing with.
You should start low. Maybe be like a little bit like coy with it, and then
I was saying $7.99.
Yeah,
$7.99. I was thinking
maybe like $1.99, and then just like
$1.99 is a little insulting. I don't know if I want to do that.
You know, that's okay. And then
I feel like that's undercharging.
Yeah. Well, my thing is undercharge. Then put something crazy out there, and then boost up your prices.
That's a good point. We could do that. Or we could also just kind of try to do like a Costco model and just sell in bulk at cheap and just try to chum
Right.
and get like 45 or 50 people involved at like $1.99. That's not bad. It's like $100 a month. If we're not doing full frontal, I'd do about anything for $100 a month.
Full frontal. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, that was probably inappropriate.
It was probably.
Yeah.
It was probably
No, he's literally like thinking about the numbers he said. He's like, well, if I show my full ass dick on this camera right now, how much?
Well, that's not what I was even talking about. I was more talking about like, see, you guys went to a darker point. I was talking
full
more
frontal
about, like,
means
no, like you get to see like the belly and stuff.
Okay. That's not what that means.
I'd still be
really
doing.
not what that means.
I'd still be doing like kind of like an Adam, like pose. You know what I mean? Like kind of like an Ivy or something in front. But for $1.99, I mean, let's be honest, dude. You're not $7.99.
I feel like
and we
thought
split it
about this
4
a
ways.
lot.
You know,
I mean, we have. Huh?
You know Stav, the crowd work guy?
Yeah.
He does like raunchy type pics. You could do something like that. Like a calendar set, maybe? Cooper calendar set.
Ooh,
I don't want it to just be me.
Idea.
It would have to be a cooped up calendar
cooped
set.
up at home with Cooper.
Who's going to be July, though? That's the best month.
Well, that's
Why
my
is July
month.
the best month?
I don't know. They always say that July and August is like the best people.
I thought December was the best month.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know, like Christmas. I don't know.
End the year.
I guess I don't know. But either way, I mean, I think I have a laminator machine. Like, you could definitely do a calendar. You could make this work.
So everybody
we probably know a photographer.
Well, you can't do a calendar mid-year. We'd have to do it for pretty cheap because you're only getting 6 months out of it.
You can do it
just do it for
next
just
Christmas.
do it for
next Christmas.
year.
For next Christmas, get ready for the cooped up calendar stocking stuffers, dude.
Oh,
coming to you.
God.
Why are you guys saying? Oh God, it's a stocking stuffer gift.
Yeah, really.
How much are you charging?
Well, you said $1.99, which I'm a little insulted.
Oh, that was for one picture. Honestly, calm down. You're fine.
That's for like a nail photo.
Yeah, that's for pinky.
$7.99 for I think a calendar.
No, you could do like $10 a calendar.
How about we make it an even $11.99 for all 12 months?
Okay.
I feel like that's a deal.
And then also you should have like the moon phases, so at least if people don't want to look at the picture, they'll have something else to like an incentive.
We could also have like horoscopes of that day, dude.
Yeah.
Cooped up horoscopes.
Just a little message like this will be the worst day of your life.
No, what we'll do is we'll read the actual horoscopes. We'll find like actual horoscopes and then write them in our own words. And that'll be. I also
kind of like what Maryanne said. The little bit of a like just like a motivational, or like some days when Aaron writes them, it's like you're gonna not want to do anything today.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're gonna die alone.
We'll do motivational ones from Prokop and Joe, and then demotivational ones from me and Aaron.
Yeah, we're haters. So
yeah, we're natural born haters. That's why
generational haters.
That's why the podcast works. It's the yin and yang. Well, Joey's not really a positive guy either, but
no, I call Joey a general. He said something yesterday, and I'm like, "You are a hater, aren't you?"
Oh, Joey is a hater.
We're
but
all
like,
haters, and we're also.
But he says it in a little bit of a. Joey gives it in like a teddy bear package, so you know.
A teddy bear package.
You almost don't even know he's hating. You're like, oh, you just,
no, you almost
it's just not
like
your
a lovable hate. Yeah,
it's just not your thing. No, he hates it.
But yeah, if you know Joey, you know he hates it, but it comes off as like
Joey is by far maybe one of the most judgmental people I've ever met in my entire life.
Really?
Oh my God, I'm vocal with my judgments, but Joe's like a sneaky one that like if you don't hear what he's saying, you're missing out on a lot.
I feel like I almost said growing up, but like going through college with Joe and you actually, Coop, I would try to get like gossip and details from you guys, and you never had any like anything to ever say. So I kind of just assumed that you were just like going through life, not like really having thoughts.
No, see, that's how I like putting myself off, because that way people don't understand the thoughts I'm having.
Cooper,
It's kind of a
an intentional move. You cannot pretend that was intentional.
I hate to say it, it's 100% intentional, because I also know a ton of shit, because people kind of tell me stuff because they don't think I care, but I do
remember
care.
that one time me, you, and Maryanne went to the bar, and do you remember that, Maryanne? Like, he had like so much gossip, like he already knew everything.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
Was this like
I know everything,
this
dude.
was like last year, correct?
Yeah, it was like last year. Me, you, Madison.
No, but I feel like Joey knew more. Was it Joey that like actually knew everything, and then Cooper knew most of it?
Cooper. Cooper knows everything about everybody.
I hate that.
Well, because at the end of the day, I'm confidential about it. Like, if someone tells me something, I'm not going to tell other people
until the time comes.
Until I know when the conversation's acceptable. Yeah. See, people think I'm an idiot, and I'm really not. I just play myself off really well. It's a fucking tactic, dude.
They're like,
I get info.
Coop's never gonna say anything. He's like, well, yeah.
Well, I don't say anything.
I'm not gonna say anything now, but in like 4 years.
Yeah, why would I fucking that's what it's up.
Exactly. I'm
if
saying
I keep it for 4 years at the end of the day.
Cooper's gonna take his cooped up calendar and he's gonna mark each day. 4 years from this, I learned this secret, and now I get to spill it.
Oh yeah!
Now I get to spill the tea.
That's what I'm gonna use my calendar for.
Just to spill secrets.
Yes. 4 years.
Dude, I'm gonna tell Joe that too. You thought that we just fucking were airhead idiots, dude. Now I'm insulted.
No, Joe is an airhead idiot, and I'll.
I love it.
Joe actually listens back to the podcast, so he's gonna hear that.
Good.
Well,
it's not like Aaron.
You're gonna find out if he listens back or not.
I will find out. Some people.
How many listens do you guys think we get per episode?
Ooh, how many listeners does it include? The 5 of you, 4 of you?
No, we don't really listen every week.
I mean, I do, but that's more.
I listen to them in bulk.
Yeah. Well, so I listen to each episode 100 times. So let's see.
That's fantastic.
102. No.
Well, that's a lie.
I'll say maybe like what, like 25, 50?
Okay, I'll take that.
What is it?
Right in the middle. It's like about 30 right now. But actually, like some episodes like rip, and we get like the max. Chet's episode is at 75.
Is that like your most listened to episode?
That's the best episode. But also on YouTube, we have like 100 view episodes, like our 100 episode, because we put alt-right pipeline stuff on that episode. It got like 600 views, so it was pretty good.
Wow. So I will say, I feel like the YouTube videos, especially if you guys can like see you, I love podcasts like that, because sometimes I'll listen to a podcast, but I don't hear everything unless I can like see the people talking.
Yeah, I definitely like the in-person ones the best. I feel like we've also started to pick up the dynamic, and it's easier to talk to people when you don't. Like, I feel like we interrupt each other more, and especially me when I'm on Discord, because I'll start talking and then I'll hear someone start talking, and you got that like back and forth.
But it is fun.
Oh, it's easier to fucking just say stupid shit when you're on Discord though, because then you're like, I'm hiding behind a computer screen. It's kind of like trolling on the internet. But when your face is on it, it's a lot harder to kind of be like, I want to endorse what I'm saying.
Which is why they have.
The internet kind of threw that out the window, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does feel like I'm like at work on a Zoom, and then like there's 4 people talking at once, and then everyone stops and there's like a silence. This is actually better, I would say, than a Zoom meeting.
Well, we're practice veterans at this point.
Right. 100 and how many episodes?
120.
Okay.
So like this would be the 100th episode on Spotify, I think.
Oh, yeah, very exciting.
Yeah, technically there are 20 or so that are archived, and we've like
they will not be listened to probably.
Why?
Yeah. They weren't even. It's just like the quality was way worse.
Yeah. Okay. Saying some really bad shit on there.
Yeah, he said
not even that. Like if anything, I feel like I feel like it took us like 50 episodes to start saying some out of pocket stuff. We're like, we need to cut it back, and we cut it back a little bit too much. I feel like for a little bit, and we're trying to find that middle ground now.
I feel like
We've been
Kelsey's
doing
good for that.
Yeah, Kelsey's good for that. She was pushing the limits a little bit last week.
The
What was I
suicide.
saying?
Well, yeah, you kept on telling me, hopefully I make it till September, which I thought was really rude of you.
That was so funny. Oh my
That
god!
was
I listened to
that was a great bit. I've listened to that so many times, actually,
I
Kelsey.
listened
Your
to it last
episode
night.
has been a favorite of mine.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I listened to that last night, and I actually was like, "That was too much, man. Come on, clean it up."
Clean it
I
up.
really thought you would
Well,
take
you
that bit. I thought you'd take it out.
Well, you had you had your spiked kombucha, so I mean, it was hard to keep. It was hard to keep.
I'm still
the tea
drinking
in.
it. Still drinking that.
Ooh,
Bad
are
boy.
those good, Kels?
I don't mind them. They just like don't make me feel so hungover compared to like if I drink like God, I can't speak, like wine or something. I feel like
Yeah.
that makes me super hungover. But this is not so bad.
Like that. I've had like sips of them. It tastes like very sour. I feel like I would like a little bit,
Yeah.
but I can't imagine drinking like all.
Do you like sour beer?
I do. I love sour.
Well, it's like the same thing because like sour beer has like
It's basically
bacteria and all that. It's the same thing, I think. It's healthier for you, I guess.
We'll get Grealish on because he's the beer guy. We had him on. He did a whole beer episode.
We still gotta do a
Really?
beer.
We talked
taste.
about beer.
Yeah, we talked about beer.
Yeah,
We'll
you know,
probably-
men.
You know,
men
men-
talk about beer,
guys being
burping, guys being dudes all the time.
Being
Disc
gross.
golf.
Burping, scratching
golf.
their ass.
We haven't done
you
disc
know,
golf yet.
men.
Disc golf coming spring. We'll make Max go around and carry the camera.
Oh, I was gonna say, I thought you were just gonna talk about disc golf. I'm like, what is there to talk about? You throw the frisbee, it gets in the bucket or it doesn't.
Just like normal golf.
Yeah, I mean, like
Right,
everything
just
can boil down. Everything can boil down to that, Maryanne. If you want to boil everything down.
Yeah, seriously. You know, you just do it. You get it in there. You don't.
Or you don't.
Yeah, dude.
That's that.
That's. Oh,
You guys want to hear something crazy?
Oh my god, yeah.
It's not actually that crazy, but it's just funny. So I like, cause I'll be, at work, I'll be at the call centers and stuff, and they'll say out of pocket shit to me, and I don't know why, like me specifically. No, they're just very blunt with me.
Do I know what this is?
I think you do, because it's like the most outrageous thing I've gotten. So
Yeah.
I was on a work trip, and there was an agent, and like he was kind of like, I answered his question, and he was like, I could tell he wanted to say something to me, and he like whispered to another agent. And so me being vain, I'm like, oh, like he's definitely gonna say something like inappropriate. He's gonna say I'm like pretty or something. Okay. Yeah, this is what I thought. I'm like, oh, like so.
Oh my
let's
god,
just
he's
let this down.
obsessed with me.
He's obsessed with me. Yeah. So a couple days go by. Yeah. I go over to his desk and I go, like, I'm helping him answer a question, and he has this little screen up with his little application. I'm helping him. I finish answering the question. This fucking guy flips over to a tab, and he has Anne Frank's Wikipedia open, and he just looks at his Wikipedia, and then he looks at me, and I just stare at him. I go, are you saying I look like Anne Frank? I started laughing, and he goes, yeah, like, I read her book. And I go, okay. And he goes, yeah, like, you guys look very similar. And I'm like, okay. And I just am laughing. And that was it. I just walked away. This boy was waiting a whole week to tell me that.
And the best is he had the Wikipedia pulled up.
No, he had it, like, I'm telling you, he just switched tabs. Like, he had been looking at this fucking picture all day. He read her book.
But he needed to compare it once you got there. He's like, I need the side by side.
Yeah, no, he needed to tell me. He needed to talk to the other agent to ask if he should tell me. He needed to pull it up.
This is
other agent
unreal.
was like, yeah,
You
dude,
made
this
this
is
up.
something you should.
Man, you made
this
this
is
up.
something you should.
No,
This is something you should proceed with.
Can I tell you, Prokop? I wish I made this up. It was insane. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
He compared you to Anne Frank.
Well, so I used to get that. I got
look
that a
like
lot in
her.
middle school because, like, 7th grade, you read Diary of Anne Frank. So everyone
Oh.
obviously was like, "Oh, Maryanne Frank." Okay. But then I wasn't expected to get that at my work at all.
That's
We're grown adults.
A grown adult.
This
yeah,
you.
so it's nice to. It must have been nice to be compared to a 12-year-old Polish Jewish girl
Yep. Yes. It
at your
was.
workplace.
Yeah.
That's the most out of pocket thing of that whole story. It's not even that he's like, if he just like was like, hey, by the way, has anyone said you look like Anne Frank? Like, that's still fucked up. But like, that's like a little bit less. The fact that he had the Wikipedia up and did a side by side, like a mugshot.
Okay, yeah, that's how I feel because, like, everyone has a lookalike. Sure, like I don't even care. But yeah, he had it up and ready. He was ready for me.
Have you been compared to Anne Frank prior to this?
Yes, in 7th grade, and then in college, my freshman year, the kids on my floor said it, and now
Dude,
this
what
guy.
the fuck?
Actually,
Dude, she looks like her. Come on.
Okay, Kelsey. Every single like facet of my life, I've been compared to Anne Frank.
I want like a side by side.
No,
Okay, let's pull it up.
no,
Coop, make it the
no.
I don't know if we should have Anne Frank as the cover photo.
I don't
to
think
be
you
honest.
should either. I think that's a bad choice.
Maryanne
Yeah.
Frank.
Yeah, no, that's what they called me in 7th grade. Thank you,
That's
Kelsey.
so horrible.
Because my
Kids can
dad's
be
name is
so
Frank,
horrible.
too. Yeah. Well, it was kind of funny, but it was,
Well, isn't
It's
it like
7th
the time,
grade.
like your uncle bought you that picture that's in your apartment because he was like, that looks like you, and it's like this impoverished, like.
Oh my god! I mean, no.
He saw it on Antiques Roadshow. He got it for my college graduation, and it's like this like girl in a field, and it's like a painting. And so he saw it, and he was like, "This is Maryanne." So he bought it for me, and it's hanging in my apartment.
It does look like you. I do have to say, there's some that looks like he got it made for you.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. You know what? I don't even tell people that when they walk in, and I've had multiple people stop and say that it looks like me. So I can't even argue with it.
It just looks like you're like super narcissistic.
Yeah, I know. I just have this painting of me.
Yeah, I know. Like I got it commissioned.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just that I really like the way it looked and made me feel. In like a past life, I was like this impoverished like Irish girl.
Yeah. What can I say?
People take risks at work that I just would never do. Like that would never be something in a workplace I would like.
Well, I think
pull out.
It's also like they're just more. It's just that people are more blunt, and then it's also like an agent in a call center, so it's not like someone I work with in a corporate office. I think it's
and like wouldn't you say they're like younger or something?
Yeah, he was definitely like early 20s, maybe.
Was this overseas?
Yeah, I was in India.
Oh, okay.
That was a little. It was.
I feel like that would be killing me too, but I also would never have the balls to say to show the person like a picture of the person I was thinking of, be like, "Is this you, bud?"
Dude,
you?
I know, celeb lookalike.
Like,
I don't even know.
Maryanne, how did you like India, by the way? Because we had Sharp go over there, but that was obviously probably a different experience.
Yeah, honestly, I like really loved it. I think that the time zones, like, because they're working on East Coast time, so it's overnight. But then on the weekends, we are awake during the day, so that kind of fucked me up a little bit. But I really loved it. Like everyone was so nice. Yeah, we saw a lot of cool shit.
Where did you go in India?
We went. It was in Bangalore. It's like southern India, so it's a lot of like businesses. Like, I think that there's a lot of people who contract out there from like the U.S. and other countries. But yeah, it was cool. It was different. The flight was awful, but
How long was the flight?
it was like, I think we had like a 6-hour flight to London and then a 5-hour layover, and then we had like a 10-hour flight. So I think it was 10 hours, but I'm getting on this. I'm like, by the time I leave, it'll be like a full days of work and more. And I refuse to go to the bathroom on planes. So I just basically like starved myself beforehand.
You didn't even pee on the plane?
No, absolutely not.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't.
That's
And then there was a point where I was like, maybe I would, but
That's
then
insane. Because
it's insane. Yeah, I don't know. It just like got stuck in my head where I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to be on a plane. Sorry, I've never have.
dude, I had like my first panic attack on a plane before. Was when we
Really?
went to Amsterdam, and it fucking sucked, dude. Because I started like it felt like I got a crazy fever, and I'm like, oh man, like this isn't good. We're in the middle of the Atlantic right now. And I went to the bathroom, and the bathroom started shrinking, it felt like. And I'm like, oh, this is not good. This is not good at all, dude. And like, I had to sit in there for a minute and like splash some water on my face. But for whatever reason, the water there it just feels dirty. So I was like,
it's recycled pee.
Oh.
Is it really?
No, I'm joking.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I know, it was a really funny joke.
But it feels gross, nevertheless, so I believed it. And then I went back to my seat, and I think the guy next to me started to tell I was panicking.
He grabbed your hand?
No, he just kind of stared at me for a minute.
You was like, the plane's not going down.
He gave it a
No,
little.
it wasn't even that the plane was going down. It was just like a random wave of like, oh shit, we're in the middle of the fucking Atlantic Ocean right now. And that's like never happened to me before.
Could you see the ocean from that? Was
No. I was looking at the fucking map, and it looked like we weren't moving. And I'm like, we're just fucking hovering, and we're just hovering. Oh, but it was terrible.
Did it scare you on the way back, or was it just like
no? I was fine on the way back. Like, it literally was just that one leg of the flight, and then I like forced myself to sleep, and when I woke up, I was fine.
But
like,
wait, did
you go to Ireland before Amsterdam?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like I've been on planes that long before, and I haven't felt that.
You know what probably helped you, Coop? Mid-flight Zen.
Well, the mid-flight Zen did help. The mid-flight Zen for sure helped me. But also, the thing that freaked me out the most is gave me this. Fuck, you're gonna have to cut that proc up. IOC gave me this edible before, and I didn't really know how much it was, and it was 100 milligrams. So
I was gonna say, didn't you like,
Okay.
or were you freaking out because you smoked before or something?
I didn't smoke
It
before.
probably
I
didn't help what I said to you too, though, Coop.
No, that's what I was getting to. I was sitting in the fucking. He was like,
Well, I came late, right? You guys were sitting there, and then right away you told me you ate like 100 milligram edible.
And I was like, I'm kind of feeling it right now. And Aaron's like, oh, something about a panic attack on the plane or something like that.
Oh my god!
Oh my god,
Dude, and then when I got to Amsterdam, like the same thing happened. Joey and IOC like were fucking talking to me, and they're like, "Oh yeah, like I'm shocked because like we were like smoking and stuff the whole day and other stuff," and he's like, "I'm shocked you haven't had a nervous breakdown yet," and I'm like, "Yeah, man, I guess." And then I was like, "I have to go pee real quick," and I walked down these spiral staircases into this like dark basement at this bar. And the people were speaking whatever European language they were in the other room, but there was like a cacophony of Eastern European and like German and like other languages I couldn't speak, and it's like was rattling while I was in this fucking stall in the bathroom, and then I like blacked out for like fucking about a minute. Somehow made it back to the table and then collapsed, but like both times you guys fucked me over by fucking sending me into panic states, dude. I blame both of you, dude. I think it hit me mid-flight, Aaron's fucking cynical ass voice, like, hope you have a panic attack.
I didn't say I hope you do.
You're like,
you just said you would.
No, he was like, imagine having a fucking panic attack in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. I'm like, yeah, I guess that's something that could happen.
Yeah, my fault.
Then it fucking did, and then the same thing happened when we got there.
Yeah. Aside from the panic attacks, how was it?
Aside from the panic attacks, it was a great trip. I had a good time. The city's fake, though. We've talked about this before.
It's so fake.
If you've never been to Amsterdam before, just like advice is you don't need to go for fucking 6 days.
Really?
Oh, really?
Go for like 3. Go on the weekend, and you'll have a good time, and then leave.
And then go somewhere else.
Yeah, like go somewhere else. You don't need to be there for 6 days, in my opinion.
Amanda and Aaron, when they went to Amsterdam, they saw a prostitute that looked just like me.
Really? Maybe it was you.
I know. They were like, they wanted to take a picture, and the woman was like, no pictures, no pictures.
No, they'll fuck you up if you take a picture. Yeah.
They were like, but you just look like our friend. And I was like, that is the most offensive thing I've ever heard. They're like, no, she was high class. I'm like, that doesn't make it better.
Prostitutes there don't look disheveled like they do here.
Yeah, but still, it was still like, I was like, that's just not like a compliment, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, well, they're businesswomen, so they get that bag.
Marrying down another woman, I get it, on Women's Month.
Yep.
A woman's
Yeah.
month, right, Aaron? Correcting
Thank
himself.
Yeah,
Aaron.
she's trying to make a livable wage. And I'm just like, oh my god, don't compare me to her.
I hate to say it, she probably makes more money than you, teacher.
She probably does. Good for her.
No, it's Europe. They're poor. Euro poors. So
That's true. But she's getting fucking. We got the price breakdown from Mr.
She's
Masato.
getting fucking. She's getting fucking.
that's a different price breakdown, I think. Oh no, he went. He was speaking of
Yeah.
Amsterdam. I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah. Good money. I don't really get the price breakdown still, but it's good money. But yeah, 3 days enough. I mean, all it is a city of waffles and fucking
Where
churros.
we going
and,
next, Coop?
I mean, dude, I would love to go back to Ireland again and see the parts we haven't seen yet. Just because, like, I don't know, the vibe when you take a trip to Ireland, like, that seems just, dude, like the dream. You just go around, you eat fish and chips, you fucking drink beer, you see fucking stone castles, and then you just chill for the week. Like, that's a cool vibe. So I would definitely go back, but I don't know. I'd say I want to go to Spain and Portugal, but I don't know when
I
I'm
was
going to
just
do
gonna
that.
say we should make Portugal happen or Spain.
I would absolutely love to make both of them happen. You could probably do them on the same trip, but
Yeah, we'll do it this summer.
100% probably August, maybe.
Yep, locked in.
Ooh, I think you guys should book your flights right now.
I mean, to be honest with you, I would. I have no problem.
Yeah, people are gonna listen to this podcast and
the
be like, "Oh my god, they're gonna be there. I want to be there too."
Probably. I mean,
Yeah.
we have a ton of people who love just what we're going. What
You
we
know,
have
you have
going.
a ton of
get a-
international fans.
Fans.
Well,
Rent a
we do have a
house.
few.
You
We
do?
Yeah, it's probably VPNs though, but it says
Yeah.
It's just Joey from his
it's
VPN.
probably just Joey from
Joey,
his
when he
VPN.
forgot to turn on his VPN, had fucking Xfinity saying they're gonna sue me when he stole like 400 episodes of MythBusters. I got emails.
Stop.
He is the
3 months
biggest
straight.
fucking nerd.
Dude,
Holy
he loves-
crap.
He loves pirating shit just for the sake of doing it.
No,
Just
he
because
did it
he's
out of
trying.
spite, which is pretty funny.
He did it out of
They
spite.
took it off of like Discovery Channel, and he was just like, "Nope, I'm stealing it all."
It's all mine. You can't take my fucking MythBusters away.
No, I respect that.
You know what? That show messed me up because they said that I think it was like that they tested a kitchen sponge and they said it had more harmful bacteria than a public toilet seat.
Ew, gross.
It was disgusting. It's the only episode I've ever seen of it, but it was too much for my brain to handle.
Well, now I gotta go change my sponge.
I throw my
I mean-
sponge away all the time.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
Throw it in the dishwasher every time the dishwasher goes.
Yeah.
I wish I had a dishwasher.
That's a good idea.
It is a good idea. I also pour the boiling water from spaghetti and stuff on it.
Yeah, it's smart. I do the same thing.
Yeah, you gotta fucking.
Very
you gotta do-
Italian of you, Cooper.
It's not even Italian. It's just the fuck. I think it's honestly the Mick in me, dude. Because
Oh.
they
Picked it up from watching the Italian films.
they just I guess my grandma only used the same sponge. She like never threw it out. So like my mom never really gets sick, but thank God she doesn't do the same shit because I would get sick all the time. But I also just buy in bulk when I like move into an apartment. I'm like, all right, I want to buy the whole year's worth of sponges.
Oh my god, I did the same thing when I moved into mine.
I try to buy like 4 months of toilet paper and paper towels and stuff because like those are the most annoying purchases during the month because they're not cheap to buy they're not normally cheap. Like it's kind of a fucking punch in the nards when you gotta buy a 12 pack of paper towels for fucking $18.
No, it is, and I'll like run out. Like I'll get to like the very last one, so you have to run out to get like one or two from a convenience store before you could get more in bulk.
And you're paying like $4 for the fucking roll.
Yeah, it's fucking awful.
I sooner use dish towels and stuff, and that's why I always keep a fucking stack of like Chipotle napkins or something in my fucking drawers in case I run out of paper towels.
Really?
They refused. Yeah.
I went to the market like near my apartment and got some chips today, and then I like just noticed in the package that they were like 2 months expired, and I got a little pissed off. So I walked back and told them, and they let me exchange them, which was fine. But the thing got weird was he was just like, "Yeah, you can just put them back." And I was like, "What?"
Someone
Tell me.
goes,
Like, you're just like somebody's not gonna look. I was like,
someone's not gonna. Well, dude, to be real, if you're in a fucking Dorito, like it's not gonna be fucking bad 2 years old.
no, they get like really stale chips though. Chips get like super.
That's true. That's so funny, dude.
It's just
I
like,
mean, like,
put 'em
you
back.
gotta respect the
Okay.
hustle, bro. The guy
Yeah,
paid
no,
for the.
it's like,
But
You
see,
know-
that's
Aaron, write that one down. That's a sitcom bit.
You know
We'll do
that guy just buys almost expired chips and stuff. Like,
they were like kind of a weird thing. Like, so it's like honestly, like I wasn't shocked. I don't think people touched them. I was just feeling something different.
what'd you get?
Do you know those like Oriental snack mixes that are like you kind of like,
Whoa.
like rice cracker things?
Oh,
I love those with the
Jesus
wasabi piece.
Christ.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, what do
I
you?
don't
You're
think
not-
you can
you're
use
not
that
supposed to
fucking
That's
word.
literally what they're called.
I don't know, man.
Google
Wait,
it.
Is the
Like, that's literally
brand?
what they're
Is that the
called.
brand of
man.
What's the
snack?
brand?
Is it the actual brand?
No, but it's what they're called.
Also,
it's not a
isn't
fucking slur.
also
Like, that
isn't
word
it only?
is
I
that
think
word
it's
isn't
only.
the N word.
No, I think it only is when you call someone that. But I
Yeah,
think
you're
it's
not
still
supposed
like
to
a.
do the
No, yeah,
R.
okay, no,
Well,
I get what you're saying. Okay, I looked it up. Oriental mix.
All right, I see it, but I mean,
I get
What
what
does
you're
it look
saying.
like?
No, you get like wasabi peas.
it's like their pub,
and, like-
yeah, it's pub things. They were literally
it's a
yeah,
pub
that's what
mix.
these. Yeah. That's what the things were labeled as. Pub mix.
Yeah, that's still not the best name because it's like, oh, it's Asian.
Who says that Asian people didn't make it up?
I mean, like, well,
I feel like you guys are trying too hard right now.
Okay,
Um,
just continue. You were right, Aaron. We
No, I
thought
won't
we
say
thought
the
you
word
were.
again.
Sorry.
We th-
Won't say the word again.
now Aaron never speaks for the rest of the podcast. Sorry.
Maybe I will.
Yeah,
maybe
no.
I won't.
I mean, you guys clearly don't know who Aaron is. You just pissed him off, and now he's gonna go play fucking FIFA.
Oh,
and not pay
sorry,
attention.
Chelsea's pushing him to
Aaron.
his retirement.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this,
dude.
This is
He's
me
al-
trying to
he's
pull this
already he's already moody because he hasn't done this in like 2.5 weeks. So it's like it's always
Yeah,
a
you
little
told me
battle
you're
to
like,
get
oh,
him
can you
back
do a podcast on fucking the day? Yeah, you know what? We're cool.
in. On the day you what?
The day I land, and you're just like, yeah, podcast.
You landed yesterday.
Yeah, I need like 48 hours to get back into the groove of things.
Well, I'm busy for the rest of the week. I'm
Dude,
shooting
I'm
guns.
not actually complaining, Cooper.
Shooting guns tomorrow.
what?
That's cool.
Yeah. And then Wednesday
Is that
I'm
with
doing
Pav?
something.
Dude, what is this document she's sending me to sign?
Who's sending you?
Oh.
We're sending you documents
Oh,
at
never
10:30.
mind. The agent, like the tour. I have a tour tomorrow. A bunch of apartments. If you want to come, Coop. You don't have to, but
I can't now because I
I
just
don't
told you
really-
I'm doing.
yeah, I don't really think these
Just some-
apartments. We'll
Are
talk
you
Just
in,
send me pictures.
Are you and Coop moving in with one another? Oh yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's us and Joe.
a little
Ooh,
nervous.
why?
Yeah,
I don't know. I just like saying that. It was funny.
we've all lived together before. Not
Have
as
you
a group.
guys?
Yeah.
I've lived with Joey and I've lived with Aaron on individual occasions.
When did you live with Aaron?
He lived with me in Dorchester for like 6 months.
Oh, I forgot that you lived in Dorchester for a little bit.
It was during COVID. That's why it's like that was like the heat of it. So I like didn't.
Yeah,
really
so
go
there was
out
like
when I
nothing
was up
really to
there.
even do.
Yeah, so we were just kind of in Dorchester, which was like fine, but yeah. And then Joe and Aaron obviously live together now, so
In their
Did you
gentrified apartment.
Yeah.
Gentrified. Did you guys all go to Sturt or?
Yes.
Yeah,
we
we-
looked that up. We went to high school. Okay.
yeah, we all went to Sturgis and we went to middle school together at the other charter school in our town.
Okay, so I told Cooper and Joey this when we went to college, but like my school had like an IB section, and I think you were the only other like charter IB school in the region. So we did like the ALS ice bucket challenge, and we're like, oh, we're gonna send a video to X, Y, and Z school.
I don't
It's
think
so
we got it.
embarrassing. Yeah,
We
I'm
definitely
sure you
did.
didn't. Hopefully you
we
didn't.
Because we didn't do
definitely
it.
we
Because
we
didn't
definitely
do it.
did.
Ice bucket
Yeah,
challenge.
we didn't do it as a school, but I'm sure like someone in this Capucci probably ended up doing it.
It was a big deal for
Good thing you
Capuch.
have him.
He was the student body president. No, he wasn't. Was he?
No,
You're right.
I don't think he
wasn't.
cared about that stuff. He was
Yeah,
locked
you're right.
in.
He was locked in. Yeah.
Locked in.
He had his eyes on the prize early. But yeah, that's funny. The IB was fucking. I was gonna tell a story, but I can't tell it on the podcast. But
You sure?
yeah, no, it's not my story to tell, so I can't tell.
Oh.
But yeah. Oh man, I had an edible today for the first time in a while, and it is not my favorite.
Really, I
No.
love edibles way more.
Yeah.
I just don't. The edibles aren't my thing, man. I'm not a big. I don't like the high as much.
Body high better.
It's a body
don't
high,
get-
but I feel like it just makes me stupid.
The amount of weed I saw you smoking your birthday was actually scary. I'm not gonna lie.
What, my birthday?
Your birthday was scary.
When was you were at my birthday?
Yeah, dude, I was at your birthday at Joe's apartment.
Why wasn't I invited?
Oh,
To
you
be
weren't
honest with
there. You were with your I think you were away.
Oh.
To be honest with you, why don't I remember this? And why don't I remember that you were there?
Because the amount of I mean, I don't know if like this can be on the podcast, but it like I remember talking to Madison after. I was like, that was a frightening experience. Like it just
what the fuck?
You were just smoking it like you were just smoking like you were smoking cigarettes.
Did we go out?
Yes, we went out. We went out in Dorchester, or not. Sorry, not Dorchester, Southie.
Oh my god, that's right. Now I remember.
Yeah,
Why didn't I remember that? That's fucking
it was in
crazy.
the summer.
Well, yeah, that's when my birthday is, so that makes sense. But
Yeah.
good for me, man. I'm glad I don't remember really.
No, yeah, well, because I wouldn't if I were you either. It was like actually frightening. You were, I just have never seen a person like, and it's probably like a normal amount, but I'm see when it comes to smoking, that like I was like that was a lot. Like that was. You must be the most mellow person ever in the entire world.
To be honest with you, I'm
No.
definitely not. Like I feel like that's not how I would describe myself at all. But I feel like I very rarely get like I don't know, I don't feel like I get past a certain point when I'm smoking. I hit like a limit and I'm like, all right, this is like the level I'm at no matter how much more I continue. And then if I stop smoking, I get tired and I want to go to sleep. Go to sleepy bedtime.
I'm the same way. Like you,
I need to keep the train going, or the train comes off in Ohio.
Yeah.
Didn't you tell me, Coop, that you're starting to get a little geeker mansed?
When I
More than
smoke
usual?
alone, yeah, I don't have. That's the problem. I feel like people still think I smoke the level I used to, and I don't. And I feel like people think I'm lying, and I have no reason to lie to people. But I don't really smoke alone anymore. Like I don't like on the days I stay home and I don't go out and I'm not doing anything. I very rarely, if ever, smoke because I feel like I get anxious now when I'm by myself and I'm like, I don't enjoy this.
I feel like when I smoked like in general with people, the level of anxiety I have was like through the roof. I remember having, I think like, Ronnie had to drive me home from a party because I had such bad anxiety.
See,
It
that's
didn't
why
really happen to me in college at all.
Yeah, it happened. It just clicked to me one day, and I was like, I'm scared of weed.
To be honest with you, yeah, like I definitely started smoking way too young. I wish I started like smoking now because I'm sure it's not great for your brain long term.
No, I mean when your brain as a man only is finishing developing when you're 26, it's not really great to be
25.
smoking. What?
I thought it was 25, but
I think like 25, 26. Yeah. I think
25
that,
versus 26.
I mean, like,
Not
what's
sure.
the year difference?
I mean, it's a year.
Yeah, but also at the same time, when did you start smoking weed? When you were like 13?
No, I didn't start really smoking weed until I was like 18, 19.
Oh, okay, then you're probably fine. All the damage that you did is like
Yeah, I'm pretty fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Probably
like
fine.
you're probably fine. I mean,
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Because like Aaron said, weed scares me now. Like the level how good weed is, I'm like, This isn't. We don't know what this stuff's gonna do long term. We know what the fucking grass they used to smoke.
Oh, they're gonna figure it out now. I mean, it's like the same thing with vaping and stuff. They're gonna.
Oh, vaping's fucked. I hate to say it. I will die on the hill that vaping's definitely worse for you than weed.
I know.
There's no way that shit's good.
Oh,
no way.
Not.
We should start smoking cigarettes again.
Right,
Right,
we
Prokop?
should just go back old school.
You know what you're getting. You know what you're getting from a cigarette, and that's the difference.
They also look cool.
They have
so cool.
You know what needs to happen? They need to sell single. They need to sell single cigarettes.
But you can't share a single cigarette.
No, but I just need 3.
Like
like a little 5-pack.
Joey and I literally will come back and be like cigarette, but we don't feel bad, so we'll split one.
Yeah. Honestly,
Maryanne, are you a cigarette person?
Honestly, like I wasn't, and then I stopped drinking in January, so I'm like, okay, I need to pick up another bad habit, and that was the bad habit.
So you're smoking. So you're ripping.
No,
you're ripping sober hoons.
Sober smoking cigarettes, which was even worse.
Well, my thing is, like, I'm sorry, but who can sit in one social situation for that long? It's nice. It's a nice excuse to leave. You get to get some fresh air, and then you get to just, like, I'm pro cig.
Yeah.
What kind of cig do you smoke?
Honestly, like
anything that
anything that anyone's gonna give me, yeah. Basically. Once I was at this Irish bar in Brighton, and he was Irish, and I had told him I was 30, and he knew I wasn't 30, but he just gave me the rest of his pack of American Spirits. I think because he felt bad for me. Like, I don't know.
He's like, why is this girl lying to me, making herself older?
Why is this 19-year-old lying to me right now?
Yeah. Well, I was 24.
She's clearly not 30. She's Anne Frank. Holy shit.
You know what, Cooper? Yeah. But yeah, so anyways, I feel like it can't be worse for you than vaping. It's my main
I would argue, and this is my hot take, I think smoking cigs is probably better for you than vaping.
That's why you need to smoke rollies. If you get your
the rollies, when you roll your own cigarette, and it's just a nice little fucking thing of tobacco, and you put a little fucking thing, and it's a nice thin little cigarette.
None of the extra shit. That might actually be bad for you.
See, I'm waiting for cigar summer.
Ooh,
I mean, the stogie summer, dude, is gonna be fucking dangerous, dude. Hawaiian shirts, 3 buttons on,
2 stogies a day.
2 stogies a day. Every day I work from home, I will be on the porch taking POs, doing analytics, stogie in mouth.
How many scotches on the rocks? Probably
no
3.
scotches on the rocks.
Oh, that's dude.
Maybe some tequila on the rocks.
Coop, you gotta try. You gotta do something on the rocks, a bowl of nuts, and a cigar, and that's the way to just.
I'm not
gonna
eat real food. I'm not gonna eat real food this summer. It's only gonna be cashews and almonds.
There you go. Perfect.
Okay, so we just promoting like anorexia.
He's gonna be a squirrel.
No. This is old man. This is old man European life.
Can we get an espresso machine, Coop, and learn how to use it?
Dude, I've been saying we should just drop money on an espresso. I don't want a Nespresso. I want a real espresso.
No, let's do it. Let's get a fancy espresso machine and just smoke cigarettes. And we should set up a little like bench thing, like a little table in our backyard.
Yeah,
be like old Italian men in wife beaters.
Yes,
and just like
we should get like a weight rack out there, dude, so we can have like jeans and a wife beater on and just be ripping fucking.
Did you just say just catcall women?
Yes.
No, ripping bench, not catcall women.
During our month.
Aaron said the catcall one. I said ripping bench.
You ever seen Aaron before in real life? No, Maryanne, I showed you a picture of Aaron. This motherfucker looks like Timothée Chalamet, and he's out here thinking like, "Oh, I'm gonna go be smoking cigarettes, catcalling women on the street."
Did you see Call Me by Your Name? Timothée Chalamet.
Yes, I called it. He is Call Me by Your Name.
He is Call Me by Your Name.
Yeah, get him a couple peaches, and he'll be okay.
Stop.
Peaches.
What does that mean?
Yeah, you don't get it. Inside joke.
Timothy Chalamet fucks a peach and Call Me by Your Name, and it's actually an emotional scene. It's super emotional.
So it's kind of like an American Pie.
Get me a peach, guys. Get me a peach.
No, I legit cried. It was so sad.
Why did he fuck a peach?
No, because he just missed like I mean, it's
warm.
a whole
Do you
thing.
put it in a microwave?
No. Aaron's like, I've tried this before.
He's like, I know the tricks.
Yeah, I know the tricks. No, he did it cold.
Jeez.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, but
So he
Honestly,
compared.
I was
just
going for the
what?
misogynistic, like Italian man bit.
yeah, you could try it.
Yeah, you
I don't-
could.
In Medford, I think you could pull it off.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'd probably.
You know
look
what?
right in
Actually,
place.
guys, this is a good idea. Do your like misogynistic Italian. Get the sig. We'll take a photo, and it will be like what, April on the calendar.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yes.
great.
Oh yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
A real like Sopranos.
Yeah.
Dude,
We really need a backyard coop at this apartment.
backyard and parking is kind of would be huge. Laundry would be cool too, but
What town? I mean, I don't know if you want this in the podcast.
we're looking
What-
around like Somerville, Medford, Cambridge area.
Okay, Medford.
Ooh.
It's free street parking.
Oh shit! That apartment coop that I fucking showed us.
That's what,
with the massive rooms, dude. I'd lock that in ASAP if we could. If it was still
dude.
available.
I mean, dude. To be real, like,
Oh, we're gonna we just look at the threes now. That's what Joey said. I'm giving up on.
no. I mean, I was gonna call him. I mean, if that's a 4-bed, dude, we don't want to turn that. People don't care about
Yeah.
this, but
Yeah.
but anyway, yeah. Get
Yeah.
ready for the Stokes.
Get ready for
Maryanne, Kelsey,
But
what issues do you feel like are most seriously affecting you as a woman today?
Oh, that's a great question.
We want to give you guys a chance during your month to have a chance for our predominantly male listeners to hear your plights.
Maryanne first.
Oh God. Okay. Well, I think people, if I walk down the street, it would be nice if someone gave me like $1 or $2.
I got
Yeah.
catcalled on the street yesterday.
Actually, yeah, cutting that would be cool.
Getting catcalled on the street. I was in a fucking cardigan, and I was walking from my car, a 3-minute walk to a restaurant, and I got catcalled 3 times. It's 1 catcall a minute.
Wow.
No, I was like in a fucking sweater, and I had to ask the person I was with. I was like, you have to actually walk me to my car, because it was like they were all like in a group like following me.
Where were you?
In Boston.
Where in Boston?
Near the Commons.
That's an interesting place for it.
Yeah, I know. So it was I also looked like the biggest broad in the entire world, because this is so fucking funny. Wasn't paying attention, was like trying to kind of like not impress somebody, but like, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like a big girl, like I know how to drive. Went down the wrong way on a one-way road.
Great for the brand.
I was like, why are these cars honking at me? And the guy was like, because you're going down the wrong way. I'm like, oh, like so funny. I think I'm like not. Like I'm totally going the right way.
I'm just so quirky.
I'm so quirky. Me literally hyperventilating because I'm like, oh my God, this is the most embarrassing moment of my entire life.
Yeah, that's a tough one, because you know he talked to someone about that afterwards.
Oh, as he should. As he fucking should.
Have you gotten a text back since?
Oh, no.
I'm sorry.
No. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that.
Yeah, okay, yep.
No, it wasn't like that. I was also with like Madison and Danny, so like obviously.
Oh, I'm sure they were just calm under the pressure.
Oh yeah, no, Madison. I'm pretty sure she gave me a bruise on my neck. So.
God, she's a lot.
Yeah,
we're having her on next week.
I know. I heard.
That's gonna be a lot.
I
can't wait for them to have one AirPod each again, like fucking morons. And then
Maryanne, it's your turn. What's your
Yep. What's your plight, Maryanne?
I honestly don't have a plight that's similar. I did what was it? We were in North Carolina visiting Sammy, and there was a fucking child. He was like 12 years old, and he asked for what's that like game that they all play? I don't know if it's like Fortnite or something.
Roblox.
I don't know. It was like some Gmail for some stupid little game. A Fortnite Gmail? I don't know. But that's honestly the only time I've gotten catcalled in the last like 10 years. So
By a
Was it by a
12-year-old.
12-year-old
it was by a 12-year-old. Isn't that sad?
trying to play
That-
Fortnite?
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if I have any plights. I'm sure I'll think of some. I'll message you after.
Okay, cool. I feel like the fact that you can't name any just means that everything is evening out, and that's fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I
women
think
are just
there's
really having a. Yeah.
I think there's just so many. But I will expect you
That's
to fix
true.
it once I remember them and message you.
Yeah, and
Okay, yeah,
we'll make sure
we'll do
make
everything
sure to
with
put
our
our
influence.
Venmos in the description so that we can get like payment for all.
Yeah,
Actually,
you almost
yeah.
did. I almost hear reparations called
No,
out by you.
no.
Reparations for
Repayment.
wow.
Repayment was gonna come out of my
Yeah.
mouth. Repayment.
Mm-hmm.
For all the bullshit I gotta go through with all you men.
Well, 3 cat calls in 3 minutes.
Three cat calls. I was in a sweater. I wore that sweater to work today.
Kelsey.
That's
So
that's how
promiscuous.
Yeah,
that's
so
how
that
unpromiscuous.
that could be the case, or were you just pushing boundaries at work?
No, I literally was like just a cardigan, like as the most unattractive cardigan ever. I was just trying to be comfortable at a restaurant with Madison, and then like it was so embarrassing. Like not embarrassing. Like I was like a mom heard this guy catcalling me. He was like, "Ma'am, I don't want money. I just want to let you know that you're so beautiful." I'm like, "Thank you so much." And he started following me. I'm like, "Lady, can you please help me? This man is following me down the road."
Do you have pepper spray?
No, I don't. I do, but I don't.
Maybe invest in some. Maybe.
Yeah, no, I should. I should bring it.
Unfair that you have to, but
I know. Oh God, Coop, thank you so much. I know it's
what can I
so
say?
hard, God.
See.
And it's such a oh God, such a defender for women all around.
I mean, that's just what the brand is for all the times, but just this month as well. I mean,
Yeah,
we're just trying to prove that at every point we can. But
Spotify's #1 feminist podcast.
I mean, I challenge you to find 4 straight white male people not
that love women as much as they do.
Yeah, I challenge.
Honestly, they're munches.
Listeners.
They're munches, guys. They're munches.
Dude, we are. Dude. Ice Spice munches,
know.
dude. Ice Spice is actually our guest next week. We just got word, so that's great.
Ice Spice's hair bothers me so much.
Why are you continuing to put down women?
No, it's not that. It's just that her hair looks like the color of her hair bothers me, and I
Red?
have to. No, it's like I just don't like it. I don't know. I feel like it could be any other color. I am putting down women, apparently.
Ice Spice out of all people.
What?
I said
What?
Ice Spice out of all people.
I know. I think she's great, but I just like the color. I don't know.
Okay,
So
well,
red.
Cooper, something to fix on your list. One more thing to add.
Yeah, so I'll hit up Ice Spice tonight and tell her that, hey, this girl named Kelsey
doesn't
she
like
got-
your hair color.
she got catcalled by 3 people within 3 minutes, so she clearly knows what she's talking about. So please change your hair. She hates it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I'm sure she will. You'll see her in green hair next week
For St.
because of
Patrick.
Kelsey. Yeah,
Exactly.
well, that's
Oh my
actually 'cause
god, I
the season.
forgot about that day.
Oh
you
yeah,
guys-
I forgot.
Are you guys going to the bar crawl?
What's that?
The Boston bar crawl.
This
Can't
weekend?
say.
No, it's St. Patty's Day weekend next week.
Oh.
Can't say I am.
Okay, well,
Probably could.
you should think about it.
We should lock that in. You have to buy a ticket.
Yeah.
you do. But I think there's a discount if you do it in a group. And then you have to there's 1,000,007 places you can do it from.
Word.
We in Coop?
Yeah, I might be in.
Okay. I'll send you the link.
Word. But Procop, what else do you got to say, dude? You're just a fucking hero.
Me? No, nothing else. I went on my dumb rant.
Stop putting yourself down.
Who's this?
Hey, it's Joey, dude.
Oh
Hey.
my
Jesus
god.
Christ.
It's Joey, dude. It's
Joseph,
so
I was
funny how much
tired.
Kelsey shit on you, dude, when you weren't here.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna re-listen to the whole
No,
thing. So
Joey, Kelsey said that she loved you and she missed you. I don't know what Cooper's talking about.
Well, we'll
Kelsey
find
said she
out.
thought you were.
Find out
Kelsey
this
said.
one. So
Kelsey said that she thought you were stupid. That we were stupid and we were airheads and didn't know what anything was going on.
I
and
did
we just-
not say that.
I mean, that's the point of this podcast.
I said that you play dumb.
I do play dumb a lot.
See,
It's
we told
because
you.
that it sets the standards real low for me.
See, Joey and I know what we're doing, dude.
You guys
We have there's a
do.
method to our madness.
Joey, tell us about the freaks you saw tonight, real quick.
Dude, so I went to an emo show, pretty much. It's emo
By
rock.
yourself.
By yourself?
Yeah, by myself.
I
Yeah.
love that.
And
You're so confident, dude.
honestly, no, I am confident. But this is it might be my favorite genre to go see a show to, because the type of people are like, they're like white collar, but they're also a little bit punk rock. Where the fact, like, right now they're a socialist, but by the time they hit 30, you know, maybe like they've seen too much of the world. Like, oh, they're gonna go neo-lib. They're gonna vote for Hillary.
The new Hillary.
And that's my favorite
Kamala.
type of people.
They're gonna vote
It's
for
tall
Kamala.
girls with short boyfriends. My favorite type of people. And it
Dude,
was
that's why he was there, dude. He was looking for fucking someone, dude.
He was looking for a breakup.
He was hoping for. He was hoping. He
He
was
was
hoping
eyeing
for
the
some-
fights.
no.
some
So I saw
6 foot
these
tall-
guys in 2014 when I was at Warped Tour,
Oh
and
You're
They're-
so edgy. dude.
God.
I know, right? And like right now they did just as well, and I was honestly shocked because, you know, they got a little soft according to me, but they still killed it.
Nothing like
You?
fucking 50-year-olds still whining.
Can you imagine Joey at a concert like that? Like, I know that this man is standing like in the back, but like with his hands like in his pockets. Like,
You're 100% right.
like
I bet you he was
not-
in the mosh pit fucking people up.
No,
dude.
no, no, I was not. Yeah,
No
she's
smart
100%
haymakers in the
correct. I was.
no in the
I was
back,
at the bar.
hands in pockets, deep in pockets.
They weren't that deep.
Thumbs out.
Yeah, thumbs are
Is
out.
it Pav now?
Holy shit.
Dude, it's all
You can't let women have anything, can you?
I know. They said Women's Month is almost over.
Dude, he sensed that we were approaching that 76% of
Yeah.
He's like, whoa, 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 it's my time to shine.
The
Dude.
men are back.
Hey, I still own 16% of this podcast. Allegedly.
yeah.
Right.
So that's about $4.22 if you include Twitch. So congratulations, you're fucking rolling in it.
Thank God. I'm by myself. Can I even get a Starbucks coffee for that?
Oh, you can get a fucking grande, I think, if you get a basic one. Pre-tip.
Don't even get me started on the size of Starbucks, bro. Grande being small. It's un-American.
Wow,
So-
wow.
is
Are we in
is it
Grande's
2009
Grande's
now?
medium. Tall is
No.
small.
Kelsey, this is what's plaguing them for Women's History Month.
Oh
is the Starbucks sizes.
God.
See,
Is
we
this
were
like
late to you,
2000
ladies.
This is
What can we
legitimately
say?
2007 comedy right now.
No, it is. They all have Aeropostale shirts on.
I actually do. So thank you.
No,
Okay.
you do not.
It's my American Eagles hoodie, dude. It's
That's
the
just
size
as
medium I had in 10th grade. I squeezed
Cooper.
it on. I'm gonna need
Cooper, you
surgical
sure?
scissors to cut it off.
Are you still in your car, Coop?
Oh, of course I'm still in my car. This
Okay.
puts
Just
the cooped
checking.
up in cooped up conversations.
Right. It gives it some edge, I think.
All right, I'll circle back with you guys. I'm still in the Uber, and I
Are you
wanna,
serious?
yeah,
How many drinks did you have, you sick fuck?
Joey,
I
will
had
be
5 harpoons.
Tell this guy tell this Uber driver to throw us on, dude. Give us
I
some
want him to
listen.
get on.
I literally warned. Like, I was like, this was a sales call. That's what I said. All right,
This
talk
was
to you
a
guys.
sales call. Oh my lord.
That's so
What a
insane.
fucking night.
What
Anyway.
an episode. This is chock full. This is
We got we got Madison next week, another fantastic woman in our life. And Beth from Cleveland the following week, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Wow.
That's from
look at you.
Cleveland.
Dude, a person I made fun of on TikTok who took the joke well and then
Nice.
came on the podcast like a couple months ago.
Cooper said, "I know women. I'm gonna get them on my pod this month."
Yeah, I speak for women.
See, the thing is I took Kelsey's fucking conversation as a personal slight, as if
Oh,
we have
come
we're on this fucking
on.
we're on this fucking path of bashing women. I feel like if anything, we've been nothing but advocates with our platform of 25 listeners a week. So
I think it's so funny to make fun of men with women things. I think it's so
because
funny.
I just feel like
Because you get your little panties in such a twist when I'm like, oh, so you hate women?
see, it's just because I don't. I just
It's
want to
because you
put.
hate
I just want
women,
to.
and you're like, wait,
Yeah,
no, I don't want
that's
people to think I
100%
hate
right.
them.
Actually,
Yeah,
it's all
no, you heard it
me
here
being an
first,
advocate for
folks.
women's all this
Yeah.
coverage because I hate
you know
women.
what?
Cooper hates women.
When the
I'm
calendar,
actually
when the calendar comes out, that will be your month. It'll be your little subtitle.
March. I hate women. Yeah, this whole podcast is actually a fucking whole ruse. We're hoping to get up to like 250 listeners and then like completely destroy the youth and have them to start
Right.
bashing women. And then the only women we have on is OnlyFans people, and then we just fucking harass them for fucking posting stuff online.
Damn.
That's the ultimate plan. So it's
You
like
should
it's
start making
this whole
insult
ruse.
content, Coop.
Yeah, I mean, we just might as well because Kelsey says we hate women, so we might as well just embrace the bit at this
Oh my
point.
god, you guys are such munches. Come on, seriously.
Dude. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like it's disheartening to hear, and it impacted me severely.
Oh,
And because of that, we wanted to make a special effort this month to showcase
the
women
beautiful
listeners.
women in your life.
the woman in your life.
Yep, the woman listeners, the woman who drank Zanka punch in our basement and
Yes.
played quarters. I mean,
And I do it
The
again.
OGs.
And I do it again.
You know what? I would do it again. Maybe not in the basement, but
yeah, basements are just like a no-go for me. I wouldn't go in a basement anymore.
I
Maybe
can't
not
believe
that
in a
choice.
backyard in
quarters in it.
yeah,
I-
I can't. Yeah,
The fact that we didn't get like seriously sick from drinking that shit when the quarters are just on the ground. Not
I
that
mean,
it
we-
was
after
just-
the
I mean, we
quarters,
No, we
like,
did.
More like we did get sick. I feel like multiple times, and we just were like, oh, like it was the punch, but realistically, it was a mix of everything.
that's
Oh,
what I'm thinking. I'm like, I think we were sick the full 4 years, but we
Oh,
just thought we were
100%. I
hungover.
never felt great. I genuinely feel better on a day-to-day basis now
Didn't
than I
you
ever
think
have.
you had for like a hot second like popcorn lung?
What is
Me?
popcorn lung?
Yeah,
I
you.
never thought I had popcorn lung. No.
That's when you get. I always
I
thought
never
that was just
actually-
like that's just the way vapes made you cough because it was
Yeah.
watery. It wasn't like
College,
cigarettes.
I honestly don't know if I ever had an like a continuous ailment I was worried about. I don't think I
Cooper,
did.
you had an ailment.
Yeah,
you
it was a
definitely had an ailment in college.
mental
He
ailment.
had something.
You had something.
It's a mental ailment, and I've
Yeah, I know which
I've
one
done
it
my
is,
best.
too.
Yep, and I've done my best to try to harness it, but
You know what, Cooper? I will
stand-up comedy's
say,
only going so well.
in spirit of what Women's History Month, I will say everyone says that you have the biggest. I don't know if it's like turnaround, the biggest.
It's
That's
a
not
little
what
bit
I-
of a
that's not
backhanded
what I
If
thought.
I
compliment.
was about to
It's
say
a
this
little
is the
bit
most,
of a
this is the
backhanded
most-
compliment. I appreciate that. That's
It
fantastic.
is a
Thank
compliment.
you.
Yeah,
It
Coop,
is
you were
coming.
doing real rough back
Yeah.
in the day, but now
Yeah,
things
we
are
were
shaping
really
up.
concerned about your well-being and behavior, and now
yeah,
Yeah.
things are really turning up for you, Coop.
Oh wait, actually,
Oh, God.
no, I shouldn't say this.
No, please.
Do you remember a couple like weeks ago, Maryanne? I was showing you my notes app.
Which
In my
note?
notes app, my diary of when
Oh, no.
Cooper made me cry.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah,
No,
let's put this on the record. That's great.
that. Yeah. I
Me,
mean,
like
I don't
actually,
think
like there's a. I mean, obviously, like my diary from college is like fucked, but
Jesus.
there was a good bit of it that was just like Cooper made me cry.
it was a
That's
long
kind of
note.
fucked.
That is kind of fucked. So that's on you, bud.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Listen, he's making up for it. This
Yeah.
I've really tried, yeah.
Coop,
It's
why
only
are you
so
so
much.
mean?
Yeah, so
No, he-
mean.
again, if we want to talk about my mental ailment, we can. Online tests are pointing me into a certain direction.
No, we talked about your mental ailment on the last podcast. We ain't going down that road again.
Yep. So, anyway, sorry. And yeah, it's probably enough. Kelsey saying I made her cry. That's how we'll end on that fucking sour note. Thanks, Kelsey, for that.
No, Cooper's
No.
never gonna do. This is
Also,
his,
at the same time,
Woman's Month is canceled.
I was
it's canceled.
I was also just crying a lot then.
Yeah, it was yeah.
I feel like I couldn't have been the worst fucking.
Yeah. But Cooper at
One
the
in
same
there.
time wasn't doing you any favors.
No, you don't think you were the worst? You were the worst thing that happened during college.
I hope not.
He was.
No,
I
it
mean,
was not. By far,
It was not or was.
by far, not the worst thing.
Okay, well that's great. That's all I really
Yeah,
need
no,
to
no,
hear.
no, no. Plus,
Sorry
plus,
that college sucked for you, but I'm glad it's not me being the worst. Oh, that's great. Thanks, Kelsey.
no
Good
problem.
Maryanne.
Like Coop.
Well, I already did, so I had an edible already, so now I'm all panicking about all the other people I've probably made cry in my life.
Oh,
and we need to
come
continue that.
Cooper.
Fine. I
Cooper.
should never said anything.
No, you were a perfect angel in
Oh,
college.
it's
You were.
Yeah. No, I don't need your fucking. I don't need your sugarcoating,
We
dude.
love
I know
you.
the man I am,
No.
I guess.
It's okay. How many milligrams was the edible?
Enough to feel bad.
Hey, don't have a
Okay.
panic attack, Coop.
Yeah, don't have a
I'm not
panic
gonna have a
attack.
panic attack.
No, that's his. Well, we all know that's what's gonna cause it.
Yeah, no, probably.
No.
Well, this just got really awkward. Sorry.
I know.
I'll delete. I'll delete.
No,
my
I'm
notes
fucking
back
not.
in.
I'm honestly not even that upset. I am a little bit, but I'm definitely not upset.
Oh,
Oh, anyway,
you're a feminist icon. Don't
Yeah,
worry
you're
about
I
it.
think I have been.
You
We
have
try to make up. We try to make up for our past.
Yeah, I would say you're
I make
you're doing
for
it.
every woman I've made cry.
You've made 2 smile.
Yeah. I think that's true.
I think that's fair. And it couldn't have been that bad. Kelsey's still talking to you, so
Exactly.
Yeah, probably.
You made me-
Yeah.
You made me cry in college, but what man didn't make me cry in college at this point?
honestly, that there you go.
Yeah, seriously. I think maybe Joey didn't make. Actually, Joey made me cry.
Yep.
Yeah. So you know,
Probably.
Let's think of
where's
other
Joey?
people.
Joey
Is anybody else in the chat potentially made you cry?
You know,
Aaron's the only person in the chat that probably hasn't made me cry
Oh,
because I just met him last year. But he's got time. He's got time.
Aaron's
We'll
next
see.
to end up in the fucking
Yeah,
manifesto
yeah,
that Kelsey's
In,
making.
in my diary on my notes app.
What a fucking tragedy. But anyway, who else made you cry? George made you cry?
Corey.
All right, no.
Damn,
Damn.
Cooper.
I was more curious. We can cut that part. End the podcast.
We
All
really
right.
went there.
I really wasn't trying to go there, to be honest with you. I want to know who else made you cry to make me feel better.
that was a bit deranged.
Hysterical. That is hysterical. That's really good. No, you got me there. And now my anxiety is so high right now.
I didn't mean to do that. To be honest with you, I look like a huge asshole right now, and I really wasn't. I was gonna run through everybody, dude. I wanted
you were like rounding the corner and then just dug that hole like 6 foot deep
Holy
right there.
shit. That was so
fantastic.
cutthroat,
What
bro.
the fuck? I really didn't mean. Like I said,
No, it's joking. We're fine. No, that's just fucking hysterical.
Now you're
That's
gonna
so
get him
funny.
all stressed out because he's on his edible.
I know,
he's right
seriously,
back,
no
he's,
to
he's going
editor,
right
cut
back
this-
into the anxiety angle.
yeah,
Note to
We're
editor,
going
cut
back
that
to-
shit out. Pro cop,
it's gonna
cut
be
that
cut.
shit out.
It'll be cut. We can-
Okay, I'm cutting it.